Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I hope you're all doing well out there, enjoying your Tuesday evening. Yes, it's Tuesday. I keep forgetting the days sometimes. You know, I got to look over at the clock sometimes. Woo! You know, sometimes we do a lot of shows in one day. You know what I'm saying, baby? You know, and some days we just get busy. We just get busy out here, okay? And forget time. I mean, it's just normal. You know that you forget days, you forget time, and all of that. Okay. There is one thing I want to fix in here real quick, because I am going to be doing this too, since I have a feeling it's not going to be as big of a draw today. We do me a favor, everybody, refresh your feed, okay? So because I just fixed something in the title, all right? So I just want to make sure everybody knows that I will be doing a video call, a video chat for a short amount of time today, because I want to hear your thoughts and I want to see all y'all beautiful faces today to talk about R. Kelly. Yes, we're talking about it. We're officially talking about it. I mean, I've talked about it before. I broke it that he was found guilty on all counts. All of them counts, all right, including racketeering, including some words I can't even say on the show, dag nabbit. But because you know how it is, essay stuff, okay? And I'm not trying to play it down. I'm really not. I mean, it's stuff that no man should ever see the light of day, should ever smell the sweet of freedom. Okay, if you are into that kind of mess, well, there's more information that's going on that's revolving around R. Kelly, and I want to talk about it. And then I want to open up the phone lines or the video chat lines, because I want to hear your thoughts on this, y'all. I want to hear your thoughts on this, fam. I know. Some of y'all are like, what? This ain't about Gabby Petito or Brian Laundrie. Well, not today, Junior. Okay, not today. Or not tonight. We are taking the show back to its original form to a certain extent. All right. And of course, if there's any big stories revolving around that, we will be talking about that for show. Okay. But let's get into some stuff. Let's get into some stories, right? It's time to get into some stories. Okay. Like I said, you know, it's nice to take a tiny bit of a break from the Brian Laundrie search, the Brian Laundrie saga, soap opera as the world turns type ish. It's nice to take a little bit of a break and talk about some other things that are going on in the world, some other important stuff that I personally find important, like this whole situation with R. Kelly. We already know that R. Kelly has been found guilty. Now, this is only one case. Apparently, he has to still go to Chicago and deal with a whole mess of other things in Chicago as well. So his story, his journey isn't over yet. The journey ain't over yet, baby, for R. Kelly. But there's something that he's trying to do. This dude is trying to be slick. Okay? Just like his vocal cords. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I keep thinking about the song that he did, trying to get some girls while he was, I guess, overseas doing some stuff. You know what I mean? Do you have your passport? Do you get your shots? Sorry, slick like that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, do you want to come back with Rob to America? America, you know what I'm saying? So smooth like butter, baby, just like that. He's doing something else, and it goes a little something like this. And of course, like I said, today's show is a much shorter evening show, but I would love to hear your thoughts on all this stuff. And good evening to everybody who's starting to file in, okay, and who wants to be involved in this conversation, because I want to know your thoughts on this, okay? R. Kelly reportedly ready to reveal other celebs that dated young women. I have to say it like that because we got to be safe. So, according to reports, R. Kelly is trying to work out a deal with prosecutors to reduce his jail time by snitching on other celebrities that have been involved with younger women. Okay? Now, they're saying that he's planning on snitching. Isn't it like snitches get stitches or something like that? Snitches get stitches and end up in ditches or something like that? I don't know. But anyway, this canary about to sing, okay? And he's saying that he knows multiple celebrities that are into the same type of thing that he's into, okay? And he's saying a rapper and a big singer, okay? What in the hell is really going on here? Okay? Let me see if there's something in here. Yes. A lot of people are chiming in about him, snitching. All right. They're saying, nah, man, he's snitching. He's snitching on these people. Sounds like he knows who the people are, though. So there it is right there, guys. As we already know, as we have seen, or we already know that he has been found guilty. And now he's planning on talking to a bunch of other people, or talking to prosecutors and snitching on a bunch of other people. Like I said, this is not good. This is not good for those singers and the big time rapper and big time singer, right? I mean, to me, I go, hey, let him think he's working out a deal, right? Let him think that he's working out a little deal and then go, psych. You know what I'm saying? Psych. Remember that stuff? Just go, psych. You thought it was going to be something, but it was something completely different. It wound up being something completely different. You still getting the time, bruh. That's what I think. Let him grovel, throw everybody under the bus. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, if I'm going down, everybody else is going down with me. And then let him think that he's going to get this time, like some time shaved off. Also, the other thing I want to point out, by the way, because once you say, hey, I'm willing to snitch and let you know of other celebrities that have this disgusting appetite, right? Isn't that an admission of guilt? Just curious. Isn't that an admission of guilt? Because he's sitting there going, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people who smoke weed, right? They'll all run together, right? They'll all be together and they're smoking, they're getting high together and all that stuff. But then you got the other people out here, right? That are, people who are into other types of drugs, heavier drugs, right? You know, the powder, you know, the stuff that you know, the Alps, right? I don't know how to explain it, but you know, snow. Okay. Suddenly you have a group of people that all know each other that are into that kind of lifestyle, right? Same thing with this. You don't think that R. Kelly doesn't know a bunch of people that are in his same ring, in his same group that he hangs out with, that are probably talking about this stuff freely? I mean, I knew he wasn't alone. Okay? I knew for a fact he was not alone. But, like I said, you are the company that you keep, right? So, when he says, hey, man, I'm about to tell you everything, man. Hey, man, I just need to get out of here sooner than the possibility of me getting 10 years. Let me see if I can shave off a couple years. I will tell you everything I know. Isn't that an admission of guilt? Is that not an admission of guilt? So I wanted to have this conversation with y'all because here's the thing. There's a lot of people that are not okay with this. There's some celebrities that are not cool with this. If they are not cool with this, is that also an admission of guilt? Think about it. Because even so, like myself, I'm not sitting here going, oh, how dare he throw everybody else under the bus? If there is proven without a shadow of a doubt, proof that these particular people, these celebrities, this big, he says, a big rapper and a big singer, if they really are into that life, if they about that life, and he has hard evidence proving that they've been doing some very bad things behind closed doors with people that are not of age, then snitch all the live long day. Start singing, Canary. Start singing, R. Kelly. Okay, please. But if he's just going to throw names just for the sake, all right, just for the sake of trying to save face out of desperation, that could be very, very messy. So what I'm going to do is, because this is an open discussion. For those of y'all who are all watching, I see a bunch of you guys in here. Good evening to all y'all. Hit that like button down below. Please, please, please. I'm about to open up the phone, not the phone lines, but the actual video chat line, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. All right. I'm going to try the video chat. If it don't work, then I'll open up the phone lines, okay? Because I know a lot of y'all are comfortable with making phone calls instead. And of course, hit that subscribe button down below. That would really mean a lot, okay? Welcome to the Pascal Show family. But anyway, let me get this link out here for you guys so that y'all can go in and put in your 2 cents. Do you think he should be saying anything right now? Do you think he's straight up capping? Or do you think he's telling the damn truth? Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, the link is now pinned to the top of the chat right now as we speak. Go ahead and click on it. Let's start a dialogue. Let's have a conversation. Like I said, if he sits there and says, hey, wait, by the way, y'all, I'm going to do this, that, and the third, and I'm going to expose all these other people that were P words. Is that not an admission of guilt? We got Seven Robert Rosado. What's up, Seven? How you doing, man?
Hey,
What's up?
yeah, it's wait, hang on.
Sure.
I have to I'm getting a little feedback.
That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe do you have the show on as well?
Yeah, I got the show on as well. Yeah.
Mute the show.
All right.
Mute the show, and then yes, we can chop it up. You're my first caller. Where you calling in from, bruh?
All right, I'm gonna try to make this a little brief.
Sure, but where you calling in from, real quick?
I'm Beloit, Wisconsin.
Okay, right on, Wisconsin, the cheese state. So what are your thoughts on this, man? Speak on it. Excuse me.
Well, I'm sorry, my camera's okay.
You good, homie? What are your thoughts?
I think when it comes to celebrities, it's very strange because, like, when they get in trouble, yeah, they want to throw other people under the bus. You know, it's like with R. Kelly. Like, one, I'm not a big fan of his, but I do enjoy a couple of his songs. But now that he realizes the situation that he's in, it's kind of like misery loves company. He wants to drive them down with whoever he can to lighten his sentence, to try to improve his worst condition.
Right.
And there are other celebrities who have gotten in trouble with the law, who haven't dragged other people down. Say like Bill Cosby.
Right.
He didn't drag people down. He didn't kind of unveil. But, sometimes these celebrities, they feel like they're untouchable. They kind of think, because they got the money, they can get away with things where a normal citizen can't.
True. I mean, okay, so when you talk about not Eddie Murphy, I'm sorry. When you talk about Bill Cosby, all right? No, sorry, that was a slip. That was not intentional. When you talk about Bill Cosby, the only rebuttal I have to that part is that he don't remember anything. You see what I'm saying? So he might not even remember the slew of women that made those accusations. You see what I'm saying? So he's probably going, I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember any of these moments. I was trying to be a good guy and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, we don't know because it was so long ago and his memory is faded. You see what I'm saying? Whereas R. Kelly is really recent, right? And he's been doing this for a long time. This isn't him talking about something that happened 40 years ago. This is him talking about something that has happened up until he got caught. So when you see that, it's a part, it's a big piece. So of course it'll be very easy for him to pinpoint people, this celebrity and this singer and this rapper and this artist and so on and so forth, because it's still fresh in his mind. If Bill Cosby had the opportunity to do that, I think he would snitch too.
Yeah, if it was, within recent years. But like Bill Cosby, I'm like, I grew up with the guy. I watched his stand-up routine, and one of my favorite ones from him was Bill Cosby himself, when he's talking about natural childbirth and all that stuff. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I laughed at it. So when I found out what Bill was going through, I was like, wait, no way, not him.
Right.
He was like a role model.
Right.
But when it comes to R. Kelly and a lot of things that surface up through the trial, I'm like, oh man, this guy's dirty. This guy is an undercover predator.
I think that there's a lot of people that are feeling the same thing because, here it is. All thanks to the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries that came out. Obviously, there was a lot of people that were stepping forward and speaking about these things and saying the truth. And they were showing proof as well. I know that there's a lot of people out here that are saying like, oh, they need to free him and all that stuff. Well, if you watch the docuseries and if you see what was really going on, it's crazy to think that he had a hotel, he had a building basically with a bunch of women in those hotel rooms chilling in the cut at his disposal, that they were just held off prisoners in that hotel room.
But I'm sorry, Pascal. Now you get to the point you're saying women. No, they weren't women. They were kids.
Yeah, I'm sorry, kids.
Yeah, they were kids. I'm sorry. Okay, children. They were children according to the law, basically under 18 or even younger.
Yeah,
and that if you kind of recall the Pizzagate incident, the pedophile ring.
Yeah, and careful with the words because sorry, this you know how YouTube is funny sometimes, so just careful with the words. I'm sorry, brother.
All right, I'm not as good as you are on coding words.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, because for listening to your show for a while, I figured out when you say ish, I know what it means now.
Right. Yeah, I speak in code a
Yeah,
lot of times.
right.
Okay?
I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't remember me, um, I called in by phone on your show, Robert, Wisconsin, Cheese State, and I mentioned hurricanes and the storms and the mosquitoes that have a license to fly. And then I threw in a humor joke at the very end of your show saying we're sending in the wrong people to find this guy. We got to send in child support.
Right.
Well, I'm that
I
guy.
remember that. That was
Right.
funny. That was hella funny.
Yeah, and I think everybody kind of needed that little relief because that particular case was very stressful. And now we're talking about R. Kelly, and with R. Kelly's like there are really a lot of people angry. I'm seeing a lot of hate comment.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting to see how polarizing the situation is. A lot of people are very upset that he has been found guilty, and then there's a lot of people that are really happy. And it's funny. I have a lot of people, part of the family, that are right down the middle. Some people are commenting like "free R. Kelly," and some are saying "good riddance." Right? Some are saying, "Oh no, he didn't do anything wrong," and some are saying, "No, throw him, bury him under the prison." And throw away the key, lock him up and throw away the key because of what he's done. But when he says, I'm willing to expose several celebrities that have the same appetite as me, or at least that I have been accused or found guilty of, does that not show an admission of guilt? Because how would you know? How would you know if you're not in the same room doing the same stuff that those other said alleged celebrities are doing? Unless he's about to fib. You know what I mean? Unless he's fibbing. And I don't think he's about to fib.
Listen, Pascal, I'm along the line of thinking that you have. Yeah, it is an admission of guilt. And there's even a little bit more beyond that admission of guilt. He's basically saying, yeah, I did this. And there are others involved that you need to look into. Whether he's trying to reduce the sentence or kind of rescue his skin, he already opened up that bottle and let the genie out.
Yeah. Well,
and it's sad. It's sad that the music industry and the entertainment industry, Hollywood movies, that that they're all connected with this, and nobody isn't saying anything except for the victims. And a lot of people don't want to hear it. A lot of people will brush it to the side, but there are also a lot of people who are saying, wait a minute, something's not right.
Yep. Something ain't right. In my personal opinion,
something ain't right.
Something's up. But at the same time, I'm kind of excited because we might get some exposure on some really, really bad people that are part of some sort of ring.
Right.
He might be taking this whole thing down. And
I'm hoping that happens because
you
know what?
Really hope so too, man.
A lot of our personal mental images of these celebrities, we kind of put them on a pedestal.
Facts.
And
hard facts.
And when things come out of the dark that exposes them, we have this like this little mental bias that we don't want to believe it. We don't want to face it because, like, oh man, how could you? You were my hero. You were my role model. And wow.
Yeah.
This is going to explode. This is going to go big.
I mean, my fingers are crossed. I hope you're right. Because, and I hope it blows up in a good way. I hope it's not, it blows up and then there's a bunch of people who are sitting there going, no, this is all fake news. Like, this is all, he's just making up a whole bunch of stuff. I hope that he has actual evidence that proves that these people are involved with certain things. He liked to videotape everything, allegedly. He really liked to videotape everything. So I'm hoping that we're able to see said, the alleged rapper and the alleged big singer that are involved in this kind of stuff. I hope he has them, like literally just caught red-handed, bruh. You know what? hold on one second. I'm going to pull up this other person. They just joined on. Honestly, honest me. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining the show and joining the conversation.
Yeah. Hey, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Where you video calling from?
Detroit.
Detroit. Thank you.
Yeah, Detroit.
7. You finish what you were saying really quick, and then I'm going to throw it over to Honestly real quick.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say that this basically opens up a can of worms. But before I kind of log out, because I want, honest to have her, her say. But I wanted to not only thank you, but I wanted to thank the specific mods in the chat, like, the Pioneer, Lady Justice, L Lady 747.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the chat, I'm under the name of Michael Thorne.
Okay.
Well, remember, I promised you, I was like, if I can afford it, I'll get the membership and join the family. But the mods are doing such a great job. And I'm so glad that they're there, because they're eliminating a lot of hate stuff, a lot of spamming, and they really are doing a good job. And I'm glad they're there.
Yeah, that goes without saying, my brother. This chat would not be in order without all of them. You know what I'm saying? There's also Nolly D. There's also Chuck Diesel that are also in the in the chat as well. So yeah, I mean, without them, we wouldn't have anything. So I really do appreciate you giving them the shout out that they rightfully deserve, especially when we got streams that are in the thousands. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So shout out to all of them, including Agro Vixen and Debbie M. I mean, they come in when they can, and they're very, very helpful with all of this. I ain't got nothing. It ain't a show without the mods. So thank you so much for saying that. But honestly, I need to hear your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts in regards to this? And real quick, everybody, the link is in the top of the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Please jump on in. I'd love to hear your thoughts on R. Kelly snitching. What are your thoughts on this? Okay, so honestly, what are your thoughts? Speak on it.
My thoughts. Actually, go ahead. Honestly, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead. Because this is your time. I already spoke a lot.
Oh, you're good. Honestly, what are your thoughts? Good.
Yeah, I think even back when he was dealing with Aaliyah, something was off, and it should have stopped a long time ago. I stopped being a fan of his back then, even though she, there was controversy with that. It wasn't right. But yeah, I think it sounds like to me that he's about ready to mention Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I think so. And I think because that's kind of been in the ether for a while, like the age difference and how, right. So I think he probably wants to just pitch that because you're looking at someone who has more money, more pull, and not only would that it could be based, who knows? I mean, Jay-Z's married to Beyonce now. It all depends on how much detail he has. But I don't know if he's trying to prove like you're trying to do this to me because I no longer have the finances or the power to, pay you, versus someone who has the money and the power. They can continue to pay to keep all of their little nasties on the hush. I don't know, but I'm here for it. I want him to tell us everything that's going on, and I hope he doesn't get Epstein before it comes out.
Woo! God forbid that happens. Please let him say what he needs to say, baby. Let him speak.
Right.
Let that tongue wiggle hard. Okay, please. But
I'm sorry, Pascal. I gotta say this.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm referring to the other video chatter. She nailed it right on the head.
The thing is I totally forgot about Jay-Z because apparently there was some court documents and all that stuff that came out a while back where he was involved with the Epi man. Because we can't say much here, unfortunately. I gotta speak in codes a lot of times, dag nabbit. But when it comes to, I totally forgot about Jay-Z and then the whole Beyonce thing. And it scares me to even talk about that because, like I said, I don't want to get in trouble with the Beehive. Let me just be completely straight funky. I ain't trying to get in trouble. But here's the thing, though. Honestly, when you said about Jay-Z and Beyonce, now there's only are you trying to pertain to how they met? Because there's only like an 11-year difference between them. So I mean, if he did meet her when she was really young, that's one thing, but I feel like their relationship didn't start until they were adults.
Then see, that's where, from what I've heard, that's where the speculation lies, because I've heard that, okay, the official story is, yeah, the relationship didn't begin until she was an adult. They were, but he had been, some people would call it grooming or kind of just circling her long
Exactly.
before. Now,
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, me personally,
Right.
this is where I think R. Kelly's going, because he says a big rapper with a major singer. It's like, who else is it?
I
If we're
mean,
thinking about that, like, who.
there was a
So,
speculation of somebody saying Usher, and I don't
but
see it. I really don't see it. I mean, I see it with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? You just see it. It's in his blood. It's in his skin. You can
singer
see his
has Usher
skin.
been with? He hasn't been with a major singer that I can think back on. I mean, Chili doesn't count, and she's older than him.
True, but
Yeah, that is
I
true.
think they were looking at the song. Somebody commented and put in a super chat, and it was sitting there going, "Hey, you know, uh, maybe it was because of the song Same Girl." I don't know, but I mean, because if you really think about it, R. Kelly is writing a lot of songs that are close to his life. Even with Aaliyah when she was singing "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number," like,
See,
come on now, like that was real life. That was real life. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you wonder, if art is really imitating life.
Well,
think
yeah,
that he is. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm going to say something about what honestly just brought in. Okay, now we're going from R. Kelly, and then we're mentioning Jay Z and Beyonce, and then all of a sudden, I thought to myself, "Oh, wait a minute! I hope this doesn't connect to Kanye West because he had his little issues with them. He even had a lot of breakdowns in live concert, and I'm wondering, we haven't heard from him in a while.
Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye West.
No, I mean he just dropped an album, baby.
Yeah,
He
he dropped
had
an
an album out and
album.
everything. I mean
Yeah,
he's been busy.
he dropped an album, but I am very curious if R. Kelly would mention him as one of those people.
If he does, I'd be super surprised. Now he said, just so everybody understands, because I see some people asking in the comments section. They're like, wait a second, Usher isn't a rapper, he's a singer. Let me just correct everybody. He said he has some celebrities that
Right,
he wants to expose.
exactly.
Two of them is a major singer and a major rapper. Two separate people. One raps and is really well known, and one sings and is really well known. So I just want to make that abundantly clear. So it could be Usher, it could be Jay-Z and Beyonce. It could be both of them together. It could be them separate. It could just be Beyonce. It could be just Jay-Z. And Beyonce's just, quiet about the fact. Actually, this does make me wonder why there was the fight in the elevator with Solange. That actually makes me wonder if it was something else other than him
Right.
being slinging that wayward D. You feel me?
Yeah, and it can
Say
even go
this.
into Hollywood.
That's
I'll say
crazy.
this, and then I gotta hop off.
Sure,
But
please.
I started watching your show with the Gabby Petito, and
Thank you.
I love what you're doing here.
Thank
But
you.
I think no matter who it is that he's bringing up, as long as it's valid, like you said, that he has proof, I think that it needs to come out, because, like in hip hop, in that genre, just in the music industry, there's so much. going on. Women are so damaged in hip hop, and the things they go through, just trying to make it in the music industry, be it like going back to Foxy Brown or Little Kim, or you just see it. So it's like it needs to be said. So if he shouldn't get a lesser sentence for saying it, even if he thinks he will, he just should just say it. Because if for some reason you didn't believe it's wrong, and now like, no, no, this is legit wrong. You don't just get to do whatever you want to do because you feel that way, but other people do this same thing. By all means, let them go down with you, because light needs to be shed on it.
Come on with it. I mean, let's be real. You let it out. Let it all out. Let the truth come out, because on some real stuff, I want to know. So honestly, thank you so much. Hey, Seven, I'm going to let you go as well. I do appreciate you jumping on. Thank you so much, my brother.
No problem, brother, man. I'm going to follow your show no matter what, and I'll chime in when I can.
Appreciate it, man. Peace.
All right, take care, brother.
You too, man. Peace. But yeah, man. Of course, the lines are still open. So if you want to hop on and chop it up, let me know. I know this is a little bit lighter of a show. I will be talking about the Gabby Petito and the Brian Laundrie stuff on another day. But today we are talking about R. Kelly and him saying that he's about to snitch. Now, there's some other things. I see Courtney, the SLP, she ain't wrong with that too. That's not a bad idea. Russell Simmons, but he apparently allegedly is into doing terrible things to actual women, though. He has a tarnished past as well. Very tarnished past. But he has an appetite for adults, for women. Now, thank you so much, Achilles Last Stand, for the $10 super chat, and you gave me the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. R. Kelly on some New Jack City-ish. Yeah. CMB is bigger than Nino Brown. Man, I'm telling you, man. That ain't you. You know what? You ain't wrong with that, man. He's like, man, if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody down. I do not care. I'm taking everybody down. All right. But this is the thing. We need him to speak out. We need him to expose some things. I just hope to the sweet, sweet baby Jesus, this is real. And he ain't capping. And he is not trying to just flounder, grasping at straws, trying to make some things up, because then that would be very, very bad for a lot of people that are just living their lives. Law-abiding citizens that are just making music and are names out here. The last thing we want to have happen is see people come out here and get their names tarnished just because R. Kelly wants to find some more time, get some more, shave off some of his sentence. We have Shell.
Hey, Shelly Val, how are you?
Shelly Val. Hey, how you doing, Shell? Thank you so much.
I love your show, and like the last caller, I did find you through the Gabby Petito, and I thought you did like a really, really good job reporting on it. So
thank you.
Yeah.
The story ain't over yet. We will be
talking.
Oh
God, it has so many twists and turns. It's like but I can't even make.
Yeah, man. Shell, sometimes I just want to have a break. You know what I'm saying? Like I just need a mental break from the Brian Laundrie saga, especially if they're like, oh, he's in Mexico. He's here. He's over. Like, bruh, come on.
At this point, I mean, I've been saying it. If they don't catch him by Halloween, it's a wrap. Like, he's about to, with people wearing masks and also the costumes. Like, if they don't catch him by Halloween, I need FBI to just give us a break, like the government does with the stimulus, and just don't let us pay taxes for like a little bit, because y'all wasted so many taxpayer money trying to locate this man. Halloween, it's a dub. So
facts. You know what? I'm with that. That is the cutoff time. I mean, we got what? We got 27 days or something, like 26 days left. Well, it'll be 25 days left. I mean, the day is over right now. Let's keep it straight funky. So yeah, I'll give them 25 more days. You know what I mean? I'll give them till the 31st. And but at the same time,
Yeah,
like
the 31st. Like once
her,
costumes
she's
is
good.
over and everyone reveals themselves, that's it. He has a
Boom.
little bit of a break. He has a good, like, I think honestly, he has a good month out, at least 3 weeks. Three
Man,
weeks or more out on FBI. So but
yes.
back to what you were speaking about,
Yeah.
and I was reading
Speak on
some
it.
of the comments as well. With R. Kelly, like I said, I mean, I think they said he was gonna get anywhere from like, was it 20 or 30 years to life or something like that?
10,
Um,
10 to life, if I'm
yeah, I
correct.
might be wrong, but
It's
either
10 to life.
way, he knows he's going away for a long time, and I think he's just bitter. He's given these celebs, especially like the singers and artists, right? Giving them so much money, helped really advance some of their careers, and I think he was just hoping that some of them would like come to his defense and be like, "Hey, take it easy on him, or at least put something on his books," right? I
Right.
think when it was just crickets, he was just like, "Oh, so now y'all want to play silent? Okay, okay, cool. Now I'm airing all of you guys out because either way, I gotta do time. At least what they could do is just shave some off, you
Right.
know." And
I mean,
I do agree that Jay-Z might be one of them, to be
you know,
honest.
my only thing is how do you? Oh man, that would break my heart because I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I'm just gonna this whole thing with R. Kelly broke my heart because I was a fan of his music too. You know what I mean? But step in the name of love.
Listen, I'm
You know
from
what I
New
mean? Like,
York. You would think
uh,
I'd be a fan of Jay. I was back in the day, Jay, not this Hollywood Jay now, but I will say, like, there's been a lot of rumors about when him and Beyonce first started dating, like how old she was. Because we all know that she kind of like, there's a little bit of iffiness with her age. Okay, as
11
it
or
is now. Some people are saying, like, I know she says she's 40, but some people's like, no, she's actually like 43 or 44. There's been claims of a girl who actually has photos with her in high school and was just like, that's not really her age. So it makes you question when she
wow.
started dating Jay-Z and if that was like part of her grooming. So
Because right now they're technically, if her age is really the real age, they're literally, I just Googled it, they're 11 years apart. They're literally 11 years apart. She's 40, he's 51, technically.
right.
Or at least with this truth, okay, with what Google says, okay. But but if he did meet her and he was in his 20s and she was still in her young teens, that would be a very interesting situation where
Right.
he was circling like what honest me said, um was circling around her, right, and just kind of
Yeah.
striking when it was the right time to strike. um but yeah, I mean that could be it. But they didn't get married until much later, until obviously they didn't make themselves an item until she was obviously within legal age.
Well,
To,
yeah,
of
because her dad was managing her at that time. And I'm
course.
sure he thought, like, okay, that could be a really good look for Beyonce, but she's
Yeah.
way too young. She's way too young right now. And it's going to look way too, kind of bringing up examples of R. Kelly in a way. Like, say, for instance, what wasn't it the father who came out and said he didn't want them recording with him?
You know,
He didn't want the girls recording with, uh, with R. Kelly.
oh, with R. Kelly.
So yeah,
Okay. Because he
hmm
wasn't dumb. He
because
wasn't
of
dumb.
their age and because of the rumors that was swarming around him
Yeah.
at that time.
We all
So
remember Aaliyah and all the rumors that were circulating around then. It's funny because when I was a kid and I had heard about this story, I wasn't really putting two and two together in that way of it's wrong. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like I was just
yeah.
thinking, oh, she's just really young because I was a kid. I was a baby. So I'm just sitting there going, oh,
I mean, I'll
it's
tell
just
you this.
wrong.
I'm not gonna say
But
I didn't think so. There was something like, okay, I'm 34, right? And I've
right.
I've always been told that I look way younger. But something was a little off about the matching because there's always been a thing about couples matching each other. And like they were
Uh,
going on, and she was going on interviews with him, and they're wearing the same like hoodie
true.
and sweatshirt. And I'm just like, wait a minute, unless the hoodie says a brand, there was no
Right.
brand on their shirt. They weren't promoting anything that would be like, oh, we gotta go cop that gear that both R. Kelly and Aaliyah is promoting. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
how it is now. It was just like, why are y'all matching?
You know, it's funny.
Y'all
Yeah,
giving me couple, vibes right now.
that is vibes. That is couple vibes. I keep thinking like, I mean, at that time, it was so blatant, but it seemed to me like they were just a duo. And I don't mean in the biblical sense, okay? Not betwixt the sheets type thing. I'm talking about just producer, songwriter, and his songstress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His singer. But man, I mean, obviously, this is me being a child, growing up, having a crush on Aaliyah and all that. And then, of course, you hear the rumors, but you think you just only know that it's a rumor. You see what I'm saying? Until you hear it much later, and you're like, bruh, she was age ain't nothing but a number. Okay, that's weird.
And I think also P. Diddy, I will say that, because at the time he got with Cassie, okay, I'm not really too sure what her age was, but she was definitely,
baby
I think,
too.
Yeah. So, I know everybody was saying Usher, but I really can't recall, but then again, R. Kelly got a lot of skeletons, and I feel like he knows a lot of other people's skeletons as well. So if he wants that time reduced, he'll find a way to do it.
We know Usher was an active boy. Let's just say that. He was very active.
Yeah.
Okay. And he definitely reached the climax many times. But moving on,
but he was going with cougars. He was going with chili. He was going backwards.
With everybody. You know what I mean? He had the climax. He had Let It Burn. Let's move on. But the thing is, we don't know if that is. You see what I'm saying? We don't know what. You know what I mean? You had R. Kelly singing about stuff. He was writing songs about stuff. I mean, there's the video of "You Got to Be 18." I mean, come on now.
I think right now the mystery is the singer. I believe the rapper has to be Jay-Z, because I'm starting to think of whoever R. Kelly is hinting at had to have been someone he'd worked with, who, you're spending hours and hours in the studio, you're chopping it up. R. Kelly was bringing younger girls to the studio to do things with him. He's actually one of the I call them, I'm not gonna say victims or so-called victims. I'm not sure. Some are true and some are not, in my opinion, right? But there has been like rumors of him doing things in the studio and using part of those sounds for his tracks. So he's had artists in the studios with him.
My God, are you serious?
He's had artists in the studio with him doing things. So at this point, there could be cameras in the studio. Like, I bet you everybody in the industry is nervous right now. Everybody's like, who is R. Kelly? Is he talking about me?
Yo, I'm sure they're all sweating. Everybody's sweating right now. Everybody.
Yeah, I bet you he'll start receiving some commentary out of nowhere. Like,
bruh, this dude got like terabytes of footage. I guarantee you. Terabytes, not just like little, VHSs, little clips here and there.
Oh, but he has the VHSs too. He used to carry them around in his backpack, apparently, or quote unquote, that's what they're saying. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're like hidden underneath floorboards. he'll give a call out to someone and say, "Hey, you know that address? Yeah, remember that floorboard upstairs in the attic? Need you to get that thing for me."
Bruh,
he's coming for everyone.
See, but that's called someone who thinks they're untouchable, getting really sloppy. That's really sloppy, y'all. Like, and that's the thing. You got somebody who's out here running amok, doing whatever he wants to do. I believe I can fly. Like, that's the song. He says he's untouchable. He's singing about how he knows he's untouchable. And then he's coming out with terabytes and VHS tapes that he puts in backpacks. Does he have the VCR in the backpack too? Because I don't remember the last time I went to a hotel.
Maybe he just doesn't trust the cloud. Maybe he thinks it's old school. Like, I need the hard copy.
Wow.
I need it on me.
Wow. Hold up. I'm sorry, Shell. Please bless me with this. I gotta pull this video up. The 18 video. I got to. I'm sorry. I just got to, because it's just unbelievable. And it's sad, but it's hilarious at the same damn time.
I gotta see this.
Very quick. It's very short, but we have to look at this all together. I mean, this is the perfect example of just arrogance and sloppiness. If you're trying to hide, this is where your addiction, if your addiction takes up all of your lifestyle, and to the point where you go up on stage and you're doing this kind of ish, being this kind of sloppy, I'm just telling you, guys trying to tell you something. That's all I'm gonna say. Video. Let me show you this video real quick. It's quick. Trust me, it's ridiculous. Boy got pipes, but man, is he just a dirty, dirty dog. Let's take a look.
Want someone to come home with me? Will it be you? Or will it be you? Or will it be one of you? All you have to do is be there.
Oh
no.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, like I said, that's sloppy. That is straight up.
I heard there was one thing he did know is he knew the ages in each town he had to travel in. You had to have known that. He might not have been the smartest.
That's sloppy.
Smartest one, but he had to have known each city he traveled. He needed to know their age. He needed to know what was the age limit. Because remember that question they asked, like they asked him of, you know, what do you consider to be underage? He was like, is 16 underage?
Wait, we're going down memory. Man, you're great, girl. Hold up. Shell, you amazing. I'm pulling this up. Why not? What was it? Now I got to think of it. Hold on.
It was an interview. I know it was an interview where he was asked that. He was just like, how young is too young?
Oh, I got it.
Something like that.
I got it. We're pulling it up right now. This is a trip down R. Kelly memory lane. Because like I said, he got sloppy. I mean, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean, I'm happy that he got sloppy. I mean that in a good way. I'm sorry. He got sloppy in a good way because he exposed that A. Okay. So let's take a look at this. We got to look at this because this is amazing. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I think it's right in the beginning of this interview. Let's take a look.
You know, wondering about you. Do you like
Here we go.
Teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Girls who are teenagers.
Did you see the interviewer's face? He was confused.
Like,
wait, did I miss?
Did you really just say, huh? Wait, what? Let's continue it. Hold on. Let's hear what else he has to say.
19
and younger.
I have some 19-year-old friends, but I don't like anybody illegal if that's what we're talking about, underage.
Some people think that you like underage girls. What do you say to them?
Well, those people that don't know Robert, they don't know me, you know. So I usually don't get into what people think about me, you know, because all my career, you know, even before the trial, people have had their opinions about Robert, you know, and that's probably because it has a lot to do with me. I kind of shy away from the crowd, you know, because I'm always in the studio, digging deep into the basement all the time of my house, creating music.
So what's in the basement though, baby?
That's what I'm trying to, I mean.
When you say deep down to the basement where I'm making, no, you doing some dirty ass ish. He said, how old we talking? How old are we talking? And then when he answered the question, you could tell he's stumbling. He wasn't prepared for that question. You see what I'm saying?
I think the interviewer wasn't even prepared for that response.
I'm just saying.
He was just shocked that he had to reiterate it to him.
I'm just saying. We're gonna relive this moment one more time.
Oh.
Yeah, you just got to be 18.
Just 18. He
just
don't want
18.
you no older than that. I'm surprised he didn't say, listen, I don't want you at this age. You know, he gave a specific age.
Man,
you have to be 18. He don't want 19, 20.
Okay. You just got to be 18. In fact, you just have to tell me you're 18. That's literally what he's basically saying. He doesn't need to see any IDs, no nothing. Just show proof Just tell me that you're 18, and I'll believe you, girl. You know, I'm gonna go and rock your world. Remember when people used to say that? I'm gonna rock your world, girl. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how
It's
old that
sad.
video is.
It's
Oh my.
sad.
Yep.
And this is my own opinion, and I know there are a lot of R. Kelly fans that believe he's innocent. And I don't believe he's accused of everything, but come on, y'all. Come on. Come on.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Now
You know.
I'm still gonna bump his jams. Don't get me wrong. Okay.
Oh,
Don't come for me.
oh,
All right. The hits are the hits.
oh,
Don't
wait a
come for
second.
me.
That's
I'm
the other
gonna
question.
listen.
That's
I
a good
am.
question. Hold up.
Sorry.
You're still bumping to his music. So I'm gonna fly, step in the name of love, and everything else.
People could disagree. There are just some bops that is just like it's a
Hard
toe
to deny.
tapping and a head bop. I mean, I'm one of those people that can disassociate. I don't have to like the entertainer. I don't have to like their lifestyle. Doesn't mean that I can't enjoy the music. That's just me. A lot of people could disagree, but that's my opinion. And that's me being honest. Okay. And I know a lot of my friends that's like, listen, I don't like him. I don't respect what he did, but step in the name of love is
no, so I'm just saying.
like,
I was just about to say you're at the cookout, you're hanging out, and
so I'm just gonna sit
down
and act like I don't know the lyrics. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but you know how it is. You sit. But here's the thing: you're going in, you're going to step in the name. Oh, damn!
Because I'm telling you right now, when he starts airing out a bunch of y'all faves, I don't want to hear that. Oh, that one's canceled. Oh, I'm not, because there's a lot of people bumping at Chris Brown, and he does have some colorism issues that have been coming up multiple times. Like some of your faves, you don't know what they do behind the scenes, but you still enjoy their music.
Right.
So just keep it 100.
Michael Jackson. There's a lot of alleged allegations out there as well, but I'm still rocking a lot of his music too. But yeah, for me, I can't. I'm just saying, for me, when it comes to R. Kelly, and then you still like Space Jam doesn't feel the same no more to me. You see what I'm saying? Like that's a childhood memory that I have to basically snuff out, because I mean, literally, like drown it in the water. With a single tear going down my cheek, because that was an amazing childhood memory that now is tarnished because of this man, and now his.
And do people have the same sentiment with Cosby? A lot of kids didn't grow up with dads. They didn't grow up with that family structure. And let's not lie, Cosby taught a lot of broken home children lessons.
Yep.
And it wasn't until you got into adulthood you realized, like, wait, what's going on with Cosby? Wait, hold up.
See?
That was my TV dad. Is he still your TV dad? Can you disassociate? Can you still enjoy the Cosby Show and not enjoy who he is now?
Yeah. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could anymore, because anytime he's handing somebody a drink on the show, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. Same thing. I believe. And you're like, I believe. Oh, damn. I can't even. Oh.
Someone in the chat said Cosby was my hero. Hey, he was
Cosby was
too.
my hero. Cosby was, I was watching him and being like, oh, okay. We could all be successful. We could all have that successful wife and the beautiful kids and the and be successful. And prominent Black excellence.
Yeah, but I don't hear no one saying anything about the Seven Heaven dad. What about him?
We've been talking about, well, not on the show.
He doesn't get the same smoke that Cosby got. And
him dirty.
He you know what I'm saying?
Was dirty. He was dirty. Dirty. As well. But that's why you don't see Seventh Heaven anymore. That's why you don't see it anywhere. They're not playing it on no Hallmark show. They're not playing it on a predominantly Christian channel or nothing. Like it gone, But that's, I mean, there was a lot of memorable things on the WB back then. The WB.
I grew up on the WB. You knew exactly when your shows was coming on the WB. Okay.
See, I knew exactly what was going on too. I loved those shows when I was a kid. So when it comes to that, it's like, I can't even look at Seventh Heaven the same way. And he was a pastor too, man.
He was a pastor. That was supposed to be a very homely show.
Exactly.
And look at that.
Just saying. It's weird, but
I just want him to have the same smoke. That's all. But I'm
shoot.
gonna let you go because my battery
Yeah.
just popped up 20%, y'all.
No,
I
do your
enjoyed
thing.
talking to you. Thank you for having me on your
I
show.
appreciate the
I'm gonna
conversation.
definitely support. So
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'll tell you this though too. Dory just said it too. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was
Yep.
also another great. If they came out with some like somehow like that, the Buffy was like some, I don't know, serial killer or something like that in real life. I mean, it would tarnish the experience. It would
I
tarnish that
know.
experience of my childhood, and that's what I mean by like R. Kelly, Space Jam,
Yeah.
the Cosby's. I mean, it just ruins everything. It's like, damn, this sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No more heroes come out with like skeletons in their closets, please, please. Unless you know,
I feel
R.
like
Kelly
this is the year
exposed
of
you.
exposure, and we're not gonna be able to look at our celebs the same. You know, you're just
Thank you.
not. So I always say, don't be a fandom of anyone.
Yes. You can't trust no one, you know. You trust no one. The truth is out there, I guess, right? In that X-Files. You know, we're going into childhood talk. I'm not doing it today.
I'm not doing it.
Michelle, I do appreciate you jumping on. It's nice to meet you. Your energy's awesome. I really do appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, guys. So I will definitely be tuning in, and I'll be in the chat. So enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Now, you know, guys, okay. Man, Zozo Bob said, I still eat Jello. Facts, man. I mean, I don't. I'm not a Jello pudding pop. Jello pudding, you know, dawg. See, I can't even do that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do none of that now. You see what I'm saying? All that is destroyed. Destroyed, y'all. Okay? But anyway, guys, that is the show today. I appreciate the conversation, being able to chop it up with y'all and everything. I'll be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for our regularly scheduled shows, talking all kinds of craziness and having a grand old time with you guys, talking about all this mucky muck that's going on in the world. Okay? Maybe something positive. We might sprinkle in some information about the Brian Laundrie thing if there's something that pops off from now until tomorrow morning. So we will be talking about a little bit about that, but that's not going to be our whole show. No. We got some other things we got to talk about. We got to talk about Facebook, y'all, and what the hell is going on with Facebook. For real. What's going on? We got to tap into it just a tiny bit. Like I said, that's what I have planned on talking about tomorrow morning, unless something else pops off. Okay? So I appreciate all y'all for being on today. You guys are all, or tonight, you guys are all amazing. Do me a favor before you hop off. Please crush that like button down below. Send those likes all the way past 200 likes. That would really mean the world to me. I appreciate having this open discussion with you guys, with the fam, and all that. Don't forget, if this is your first time checking out this show, please crush that subscribe button. Nuke it. Crush it. Hit it hard. Break the screen. Don't break the screen because you'll be sending me a bill, and I don't want to get no bills. So just gingerly, love, gingerly tap the subscribe button. All right, be absolutely appreciated. Okay. Then I also have a join button down below if you feel like supporting the show. Hit that join button. It's only $4.99 a month. It helps fuel this channel so we can keep giving you your pop culture, your conversations, and your controversies of the day. Okay? So please go and do that. And of course, if you really want to get into it, hit that Patreon. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. Go and check it out. We got a lot of behind the scenes vlogs and all that stuff. Things that I'm doing behind the scenes for things that are coming out later on this week, later on next week as well, that I got things coming down the pipe, y'all, and you don't want to miss those things. So if you want to get a heads up on what's coming out, go to the patreon.com/The Pascal Show and become a member. Okay? That would be greatly appreciated. I love all you guys. You guys are really, really amazing. Tell somebody about this show, man. Just tell somebody. Tell them. Okay? Tell them about the show. Dagnabbit, tell them. Tell them. Okay? Appreciate you guys. It's time to get going. Oh, shout out to Big Stu Films, my brother. What's up, Big Stu? appreciate you being on and, checking out the show and everything. Good evening to you, my brother. Hopefully you're having a productive one as well, man. A-Lady 747, mwah, I love you. Mwah. I appreciate all you guys. All right. To all the mods, you guys rock. All right. You guys are the wind beneath my wings. Is that a song? That's a song. Bette Midler. Damn. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.